Hey, what's up boys? It's your boy Brando, aka Miracle, for another video for you guys today. We are going to be showing the RAIDRAPTOR XYZ Festival deck and doing a deck profile on it for you guys. You did see the last video. We did make a little highlight montage of this deck doing work. But let's get step by step into this process. RAIDRAPTOR Pain Lilius is the first card. A very good card because it combos with any RAIDRAPTOR. As long as you have a normal summon, you can special summon this. And this deck is all about special summoning and ranking up. So we're going to skip over maxx and Ash Blossom. They're staples. If you don't know what they do, I don't know why you're playing this game. No, because the best know what maxx does. Phantom Knight, it's a good card to get in the graveyard and search for either the trap card, or it can search also for Raider's Wing, which is an insane card to search for. Next up we have Vanishing Lanius. If you get this in your first hand, you are a really good spot, and trust me, this is one of the best cards because it costs you your normal summon, but you get to special summon at least one other monster from it. You could probably get two if you start off with two in the hand. RAIDRAPTOR MiracleZr is probably one of the best cards in the deck because as soon as you get an XYZ summon on the board, you can use this card's ability to get a second one. Guaranteed. Because you discard as an overlay unit, you banish it, you get a card, you get two cards. So you banish it, you use Force Strix ability, so you get this guy and for example this guy. And you synchro summon again, you get another one, and you just keep on going until your full board is all set up. This card is really good because I like this card better than in the Link deck because the first effect is very good, but the main phase 2 effect is going to be the really good one because it's a rank up searcher. You can search for any of these, I'm pretty sure. We'll see. I have to test the ability out. I usually use the first ability, but this card is good because it has multiple uses. This card is also very good because Fuzzy Lanius is such a good card because you special summon it for free. You can normal summon it, save a special summon for once you destroy it, and you get the special summon off, and then when it's destroyed, you get another one added to your hand for free, even if you don't use a special summon. So you could use the normal summon, XYZ off. This card is an overlay, search, special summon, get another XYZ summon off with your search plus your other search, getting two XYZ summon. This card is very useful, even if it's in your opening hand. Just getting a RAIDRAPTOR normal summon is really good on the board. I only play this card at 2 because it can be tricky sometimes if you do get this in your opening hand. But special summoning this, once you get your search off and getting this an XYZ monster to the board, is too strong to pass up. Same reason why I only play one Raider's Wing is it gets bricky in your opening hand, so you have to normal summon it. And the best combo is once you get Force Strix on the board, you discard an overlay unit, and either if this card is in the graveyard or in your hand, you can special summon it. So the best card is actually normal, getting it in your opening synchro summon, discarding it, special summoning it back for your last overlay unit, and getting another synchro. The next card is Strangle Lanius, one of the best special summons in the deck, and this card is a big part of this deck to get late more XYZ summoning off, because what you do is you get this effect, you special summon it, but the second effect is where if you control a dark XYZ monster that has an XYZ monster as a material, you can special summon another level 4. So you can get another synchro or XYZ summon off, my bad. But that's the part that's insane with this deck, is that you can use the XYZ summon to get another XYZ summon off. So I played 2 level 6 or 4 level 6. I got Revolution Falcon and Revolution Falcon Air Raid. And both of them, usually you get an overlay unit that is an XYZ monster. It's usually a Force Strix. You use this card's ability and you get another synchro summon off. And the best ending monster I would say would be Raider's Knight. Alright, now we're on to the spell cards. Regeki destroys all monsters. Monster Reborn is always good because there's always a RAIDRAPTOR in your graveyard. Next up we have is Foolish Burial. Very good card. Rank up Soul Force is very good because this is the way you get out Cyber Dragon Infinity, which is a very beast mode card. You play this deck at 1, but you play 2 of these because you can search for any of the level 6s. It's very good. Rank up Skip Force is either you really don't actually use the effect of this card usually. If your opening hand is with this, you go into a level 4 and you XC summon off using the ability of Air Raid. But if Air Raid's not available, you can always XC's into one of the Revolution Falcons. Next up is 2 Lightning Storms. I played 2 because I really like an opening hand with Lightning Storm. It's super useful. I upped this to 3, but this is very experimental, so I would have it at 2, honestly. But I want to see it at 3 if I get in my opening hands more and get more cards. So I'm playing it at 3 for now. It's very experimental. It's all up to you if you want to play it at 3. I recommend 2, but 3 might be useful as well. You might want to try it yourselves, because my opinion is very good, but that might be even better, guys. I play one of the RAIDRAPTOR's Nesk. Honestly, you could use this card at 2 or 3, because if you get 2 of these on the board, you get 2 searches off, which is very good. But there's a point where this deck runs so good, there's searches, but you can't do anything with them, if that makes sense. Because if you get full combo off and you get at least 2 of these, you've used every single RAIDRAPTOR effect, and it's at your disposal. That's why I only play 1 of, because you get that one search where you didn't have the search piece, it fits the puzzle very nicely. Next up, we have the best RAIDRAPTOR spell is rank up Magic Force. I believe this is a mouthful, but this card will pretty much get you into any of your XCs, because these are all darks. It's set for Cyber Dragon Infinity and Zeus. Those are 2 cards that are desirable, but these cards will basically help you get into all of these. The recommendation for rank up, usually you can use it if you do have the XCs materials. If you can get Ultimate Falcon out, I always recommend it. That is the best card in this deck, but, excuse me, it's very hard to get that many. You need at least 6 materials most of the time. But if you 2 spells, you can get 4, vice versa. You can go rank up 6 into 8 and then do it. But there's a lot of combos. But I recommend ranking up into Ultimate Falcon. And if you have nothing else, discarding this and using it for RAIDRAPTOR Revolution Falcon is terrifying. This card is insane, because once it's destroyed the first time, Revolution Falcon is insane. I've won games just by summoning this card in defense mode, where they didn't know its ability and attacked into it. These XYZ monsters in this deck are very, very useful. This is my favorite negate so far, and any of the decks I've played is RAIDRAPTOR's Phantom Claw, because you just discard a detached material and you can negate the activation, and a RAIDRAPTOR XYZ monster XYZ monster gains attack equal to that. So you destroy a high monster and you still have this guy out, you gain its attack, and it really neutralizes your opponent's moves. It's pretty much a solemn strike for just discarding and overlaying it. Alright, so we're on to the extra deck now, boys. Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. You detach 2 and you take your opponent's attack points, and pretty much it's always going to be bigger than your opponent's. Next up is we have the 3 Force Strix. If you could limit this down to 2, but I don't like 2, so I play 3. I like to have that piece just in case my move gets stopped and I can go again. We have 1 of the Raiders Knight, just so you can get into one of the strongest cards in the deck, Arc Rebellion. But if you don't want to go into Arc Rebellion, you could easily go into Dark Requiem. It's a very interesting combo. Dark Requiem, sadly, would only be able to be used till the end of this turn, because the card is destroyed during the end phase. So final ditch effort, go into Dark Requiem. Arc Rebellion is usually better every time. Reminds me to add up. Wanted to add a rank ups. I forgot which one it's called. It's this one. Sorry about that. This is last second. You want this in the deck just so you can get into Requiem. Question is, what do you remove? And there's a lot of good. You remove one soul shaving first because it's a rank up spell. So now you have the combo and you get to Requiem. If you get rid of Requiem, you could easily add a different RAIDRAPTOR. I wanted to get this card for a different deck on what I used to attach the target. If this is the one you want, I recommend. Okay, we're back. Alright, so Stranger Falcon's back in the deck. My bad, sorry about that. But this card is insane. We're gonna act like I didn't mention Requiem Dragon 2 at all, but this card is just like Revolution. Excuse me. Revolution Falcon, except this card is another access to Raider's Knight, and sometimes you can't use Raider's Knight ability just because it's walled by what's it called? RAIDRAPTOR. It's like some of these effects are only allowing Fuzzy Lanius only allows you to special summon RAIDRAPTORs. So it walls the effect, but using Raider's Knight into Stranger Falcon, very good combo. You could easily destroy a monster and do that. That was my cat in the background. Sorry about that. Alright, we're on to Arc Rebellion Xyz Dragon. Card is goated. This card will win you games just because it can't be destroyed and it negates your opponent's effects. The only way it's destroyed is by battle. Very hard thing to do, that's for sure, especially if this thing is up to 7,000 attack points. Next thing we got is one of the main combo. I would say this is the main combo points of the deck is the Revolution Falcon and the Revolution Falcon Air Raid. Because you detach and you can attack all your monsters' opponents and their attack is reduced to 0. So you're just hitting everything for 2,000 pretty much, which is pretty good on its alone. And once returned, without costing an overlay, as long as you have 4 Strix in the bench on this card, you can just destroy one and take half damage. I played 2 of them because you'll learn that your deck, it's hard to get it's easy to get the original Xyz out, but you're relying on drawing one of these 9, or how many we play, 8 rank up spells. Next up we have Cyber Dragon Infinity. Using the Soul Save Force, you special summon this card and you take your opponent's monster and you gotta negate. This is a negate machine. Air Raid, this card is also good because Air Raid gets you into destroying a monster as soon as it's summoned. You do damage to its attack, and once this card is destroyed, it lets you special summon Revolution Falcon. So it's a backup move, which is very good to have. RAIDRAPTOR Satellite Cannon is super good as well because it's a quick effect. And you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls and remove 800 for each RAIDRAPTOR. It adds up. And it's a board wipe. It wipes your opponent's spells and traps. It's not a board wipe, it's a back row wipe. Ultimate Falcon is the main boss monster of all these RAIDRAPTOR decks. You won't be going into this much just because you have a lot of material, but its effect is too good to pass up. Make everything lose 1,000 and 1,000 damage if they don't have that. And final combo piece of the deck is Zeus. Zeus, I have not went into much, but he is a very good card to have just in case. Well guys, this is my Xyz Festival Rank Up Force Revolution Falcon deck. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Daily uploads and every other streams are coming your way. Peace.